Hi, I'm Jason Arp, City Councilman for the 4th District, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today we're going to continue our discussion of business personal property tax and the potential for having an exemption of all new business personal property. The state of Indiana changed the laws in 2014 to allow counties to opt out. In Allen County, the City Council is the COIT council, so we get to make the decisions on income taxes and a few other tax policy issues for the county. And one of them is this new exemption that's been made available to us. So I'm really excited about getting this done. And there's one of the primary reasons is to grow the economy, spur economic growth. That'll be good for everyone in the county. In order to do that, one of the things is trying to explain to people why this would be good for growth. And if you're familiar with the Fraser Institute, you would know that they are a think tank that produces an economic freedom of the world index every year, and they list countries. And they have 5 different criteria. I've put 3 of them here because 2 of them don't really apply to us. One of the ones that don't apply is monetary policy, and the other one is tariffs, which City of Fort Wayne is not going to have anything to do with either of those. However, these 3 we can do something about: low taxes, light regulation, and the rule of law. And by doing this, we would help to alleviate one of the problems that we have, is that Indiana is the worst environment for tax policy in terms of manufacturing in the United States. And that's not just something that I say, flippantly. That's something that KPMG put together a study, and they showed that Indiana has the worst. And you say, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would ask, well, why do manufacturers continue to show up in Indiana? And one, we do have a manufacturing base of knowledge. It's been doing it for a long time. We've been a leader in manufacturing. But we also offer tax abatement and incentives, and so you see a lot of the bigger companies there. But it hampers innovation and growth in small companies, and as you may know, small companies are the #1 source of growth in employment and in the economy. So getting rid of that worst and moving us to first in tax environment for manufacturing can be done simply by putting this exemption for new business personal property in place. 2, light regulation. So through abatements and TIF and other economic development tools, there's a lot of regulatory issues there. When people apply for an abatement, they generally will say that they were going to hire a certain number of people, and then they're kind of held to that. They have to go through a compliance process every year when they renew. So this would allow us to just do away with that. They no longer have to have an abatement because, well, geez, we don't have the tax. And then lastly is the rule of law. And so, there's a lot of places in the world that have low taxes and light regulation, but their economies are not doing well. You look at Somalia, for instance. The rule of law means a few different things. One is that, if someone takes your things, that they're going to be prosecuted. But another is that the laws apply equally. So, for instance, a lot of small businesses don't get abatements. They can't get abatements. The process is too expensive for them to manage. It's too cumbersome, so they don't do it. So we've got a variation in tax policies between different companies, and it's always up to this body, this council, to decide who gets an abatement and who doesn't get an abatement. Whereas if we just did away with the tax, we wouldn't have to worry about that, and then the laws would apply equally to everyone. And it would also give us a better adherence to the rule of law. They have one policy and applies to everyone the same, and it's not at the whim of a council to make those decisions. Looking at places in the world that have applied this formula, you've seen remarkable economic growth and prosperity, and I'm hoping that we can do the same for Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hey, thanks for watching our videos. We have a whole series on business personal property tax. You can subscribe and you'll get notices when we have new videos. We have some links on the description portion of this. You can go to jasonarp.com for more information, and thanks for watching.